Pastor, there is something I have never understood. Why do some people lie, manipulate others, and even hurt people, yet their lives seem to become more successful? Meanwhile, I try to live honestly and fear God, but I keep facing difficulties. Is God truly fair?
People in the Bible ask the same question. In Psalm 73, Asaph saw the wicked prospering and becoming wealthy, while he continued to suffer, even though he sincerely wanted to follow God. He also felt troubled and almost lost his faith. But when he came before God, he suddenly understood. He had been looking only at what the wicked possessed today, without considering where their path would finally lead. Having money, status, and an easy life does not prove that God approves of the way someone lives. Outward success is not always a true blessing. Romans 1 repeatedly says that God gave them up. Sometimes God's most serious judgment is not immediately taking something away from a person, but allowing them to continue choosing their own way. They may think that because no one stops them, they are free. But they do not realize that sin is slowly destroying their conscience and leading them farther and farther away from God. So do not envy a life when you can see only its outward appearance. Success without God cannot save a person's soul, and no amount of possessions can replace eternal life. But this does not mean that every difficulty you face is God's discipline. Not every hardship is punishment, and not every season of success is a blessing. Sometimes God uses difficult circumstances to make your faith more genuine and to show you what you truly depend on. True blessing does not mean living a life without storms. It means that when the storms come, you still have not lost God. So when you see wicked people prospering for a time, do not quickly doubt God's justice. Just because justice has not yet been revealed does not mean God has not seen. Just because you do not understand now does not mean God has left you. People focus on how well someone is living today. God looks at where that person is ultimately going. Remember, success does not always mean that God is pleased. And suffering does not mean that God has abandoned you. What you must do now is not envy the path of others, but continue holding on to your faith, walking in the truth, and leaving the final judgment to God. If this message reminded you of something important, God, help me not to focus on my circumstances, but to keep my eyes on you. To learn more about what a truly blessed life looks like, click WhatsApp or the link on our profile, send Bible study, and join our free online Bible study.